Hey, this is Chris Dwayne, founder of Sons of Liberty Academy, and I just wanted to give a behind-the-scenes look at the Sons of Liberty Academy. I'm actually really excited. I just finished completing rendering all the video, and I actually tallied up all the slides, the PowerPoint slides that I created, and it came out to a very odd number, 1,776, which I got a little chill up my spine when I saw that final number, because I've been working on this project for over 7 months and I had no intention of making it this large, but I really wanted to give every single thing that I've ever researched over the past 5 years and put it into a format of the way that I would like to have learned this information so it sinks into more people. So I just want to give a brief run through, because I already had a couple people go, oh, PowerPoint presentation, that sounds like fun. These are actually very dynamic, beautifully rendered PowerPoints. This is not, what you would see in school or at work. In fact, I don't think I've seen any PowerPoint presentation that looks like this, both visually and I animated all the text. So it's visually stimulating and it comes across very well in the video format that I recorded it in. But just to kind of give you an example of what this is, this one is Module 1, When You Are Aware. The whole idea of this module is basically to get our minds in the right direction. As Americans, we're normally taught to not ask questions and obey authority. And that's the complete opposite of what we're trying to do here, because when you do ask questions, you want to question everything. And if you obey authority blindly, it leads to tyranny, and that's what we're afraid that's going to happen. So I spent a whole module just on getting your mind straight and trying to create skills that you'll need to educate yourself and also be able to retain the information in the Sons of Liberty Academy. Module 2 is We Are Controlled. You'll notice that every single one of these modules starts off with a little song that I tried to relate to the module. I know when I went out to go play football, if we had some really good music to start up, it kind of get you all jacked up and ready to go. And that's what you should do. This should be an exciting time. This should be a great time spent. My computer's actually having a hard time keeping all these files open. This is I have 10 files going here. We Are Controlled is just basically trying to get us to see that we are controlled, that we're not as free as that we think that that we are. We have very limited choices in our lives. And the further along we go, the more liberties that we lose. So I go into how the elite take those freedoms away, and when you're aware of that, and you can free yourself from those situations, and also what we can do about it, about taking our rights back by knowing a little bit more about our Constitution and the protector of those rights. Module 3 is Who is in Control. I point the fingers at specific individuals, families, and institutions, and what they have done throughout history and what they are currently doing. It's not this amorphous, the powers that be. It's not this secrety, shadowy groups. They're very real people with very real ideas. I quote them on what their plans are. I document their past, how they came to power, the methods that they used to come to power, and their inclination of how they continue to keep power. And also the organizations that they hide behind, both the political powers and the financial powers, and that we need to cut through all these puppets that they hang out in front of us and really concentrate on the people, the architects of our problems, not the puppets of our problems. Module 4 is probably the module I like the best. It's called Psychological Control. This, I think, was probably one of the most mind-opening experiences I had, because I'm fascinated about how we are motivated and how the elite study this and use it to our detriment and to their benefit. The philosophers that they use, the ideas, theories that they push, the concepts that they hide behind, and the systems that they put in place, and the means that they use these systems and ideas to control us. One of my favorite quotes here is, the most potent weapon of the oppressor is the oppressed mind. And it's, when you're used and abused, it's very easy to control you. The fifth module is financial control. I constantly tell people, why is it that we're taught about sex ed and drug ed and death education, dealing with death at such an early age, third, fourth, fifth grade, and yet we don't teach our kids on how to balance a checkbook and the mechanics of money and understand money and the potential problems that we have. So I made it my mission to really lay out a very clear plan of what money is. The study of money is probably one of the most powerful things you can do because it affects every single aspect of our lives, and is one that is sorely lacking in this country. The financial literacy in this country is astounding. So this is a pretty long chapter. I think I spent 5 hours with it. But think about it. If it's 5 hours of your life and you have a much better understanding of finances, and it saves you, thousands of dollars of, either interest or, bad deals or stuff, it's beyond worth your time.